News on SOTV. University of Abuja student holds security dialogue. Postgraduate students of the University of Abuja hold a day security dialogue to discuss sensitized and proper solutions to the challenges of insecurity bedefiling the nation. The security dialogue with the team managing insecurity for development in the multi-ethnic society took place Wednesday, 14th of May 2025 at the Conference Center, permanent site of the university, and attendance were drawn from the academia, traditional institutions, military and paramilitary sectors of the Federal Capital Territory, Abuja. Super Opinion was there for more details. Ojepa Amos reporting.
Nigeria, we hail thee, our own dear native land. Though tribes and tongue may differ, in brotherhood we stand. Nigerians all are proud to serve our sovereign motherland.
The issue addressing today in Nigeria is the issue of insecurity. We all know that Nigeria has been facing problems of security for a long time. But you can see, with the inception of this administration, the issue of insecurity is getting a share. Together, with the traditional rulers we have in our communities, the chief of the CEO of Bogalada and also the other securities we have. Please, I want to tell the security agents that what I've been doing to Bogalada Area Council, we also want you to do the same to other Area Council. Because back from 2022, we've not experienced any issue of kidnapping, banditry up to date. So I want to
this country. And the sustainable fight to end it is our sincere optimism that what we will tease out from the central thesis of this all-important discourse will support policy formulation and implementation in the interest of national peace and harmonious coexistence. Development connotes progress. Development connotes alterations in the social structure. Development implies composition and performance of the forces of production. Development is indicated in the qualitative living standard of the people via eradication of poverty, unemployment, and disease.
Land in Nigeria appears to be the basis of communal confrontations. Farmers are their slash, and so many things to be. But I can tell you, what is lacking among us is our ability to conduct the stakeholder analysis to tell ourselves the truth concerning what we need to do to coexist together.
It is expedient that for us to be able to manage security properly, we must be able to identify and respect the differences that we have. Of course, because of the border issues that we have, which of course has placed different ethnic groups into political entity, it is what has given rise to a lot of insecurity. And when we are saying managing insecurity, there is a nexus between insecurity and development. One of the discussants said earlier that we cannot have development in an insecure environment, and that is very sacrosanct. We must understand that.
That would hinder development in our society. And so many of them that are being given the tags of herders and farmer crisis, with all kinds of acronyms of descriptions. And unfortunately, the bloodletting continues. I came in when I heard the general speaking about the issue of land. I agree that land plays a very significant role in this issue, and we need to properly position it. My belief is that the discussions from different researchers will position the issues to this public and beyond, so that the right solutions will be attended to. You have issues of indigenous and non-indigenous, settlers, and so on. And the authorities play very important roles. Sometimes there's a lot of double dealing, so a lot of interest and so on. Here in the campus in Guatemala, we are bedeviled with a lot of trouble. Cattle rearers littering our environment in an academic environment that is supposed to be serene. You see a lot of cattle rearing. We have issues of land grabbing. Our students are being pushed out of the environments that they were given. We inherited a donation, selfless donation by people who sacrificed their land so that there's progress and development. Years later, we are being displaced. And here, I'm not able to even manage the issues. The FCT minister, our great developer, the leader, the minister, has made a pronouncement recently. You know, we won't fight him because he stands in a very high place and we look up to him.
International cooperation, which emerged after the Second World War 1945, allowed for nations and states to actually cooperate for their development. To achieve developmental goals, members of the third world nations have to synergize with their advanced societies militarily. And imagine Iran aiding Russia in its war with Ukraine. Nobody could have ever imagined members of the North Atlantic Treaty Organization to have Iran, a country that has been living under sanctions for decades, but aiding almost a superpower in fighting a transatlantic military organization in Ukraine. Is because of what? Military revolution in military technology, as well as that particular international cooperation between and among.
We must embrace the reality that we are very diverse and we have many interests. We must be accommodating. There's a lot of infighting for land. There's a lot of assertion of rights. If we will live together, top leaders must find the middle point to allow people to coexist. We must encourage dialogue and amicable understanding.
Well, security is everybody's business, like we always say. No more question again. Security at the doorstep of security agencies alone. We are all Nigerians. When there is problem, there is chaos, it doesn't try, it doesn't when everybody is involved. So that is why it is pertinent for every Nigerian to see themselves as part of the security architecture. And that's why we always emphasize that when you see something,
I set the ball rolling by discussing insecurity and the implication of it for national development. And what we did is to make sure that we mobilize all the intelligence units, security apparatus and institutions to come here and listen to what lecturers can say concerning insecurity in the country. We acknowledge that there is insecurity. We acknowledge that the country has challenges. And because of that, there is a need to make sure we discuss this thing and encourage the security institutions who are here present to tease out most of the things that we discussed and return this to government so that they can initiate some policy measures concerning the security and also tease out some recommendations that will help them formulate policies that will restore norms to the country generally. The insecurity we have in the country is not restricted to a particular part of the country. It is a general problem here.
a PhD student in technology at the University of Abuja. Well, I was being involved in this program because of major issues, issues of security, and security.
What informed this high-powered discussion?
What has led to this high-powered discussion is due to the nature of events that is happening in our country, which you are all aware from the northeast to the northwest, to the north central, to the northwest, to the south-south, to the southeast, north central, to the northwest, and all over the country and within our borderline. We're having a security issue and we have security personnel who are involved in those security issues. So we need to bring them to the intellectual, because modern warfare is not all about sending troops to the battlefield, but coming to the intellectual knowledge, whereby you send drones, send intelligence on the field for them to gather information with AI so that security issues are
How
solved.
regular should we expect this?
Well, this is just this is the second edition of it. From September again, we're going to have another edition which is going to deal with the